manage Beaver?
Beaver stimulus!
What tips can you offer John McCain for managing Beaver?
I'm from the far, far future, the 21st century. And so I'm not really familiar with the nuances of North Carolina politics or the precise economic model of a stimulus package. However, I do like stimulation, and I have read the historic document Atlas Shrugged, so I know the reverberating question of the 20th century: who is John McCain? Which is puzzling to me because in the 21st century, we know who John McCain is. He is a failed politician and the follower of a failed political and economic philosophy. But let me try to answer the question as best I can, drawing on the wisdom of the ages. So, John Donne, the great poet, wrote, "No man is an island," which always puzzled me because the second premise of the syllogism would seem to be all women are islands and I am a woman, therefore I am an island. But then I thought, no, in the 21st century, we don't use deductive reasoning, we use empirical reasoning. And so using my experience, I reasoned that he must mean no beaver is an island. And islands can be nice in the pond and a bulwark against unwanted excess wet. And then I come to the great philosopher Ralph Waldo Ellison, who wrote, "Society begins in isolation," and he also wrote, "Make your truths universal," and then he further wrote, "I am a giant transparent eyeball. I am part and particle of God," which I think is amazing because, after all, beavers wouldn't discover how to become a giant transparent eyeball for at least another 150 years. So it was really remarkably prescient. And he also said that we should join with the not me, nature and the oversoul, to which I say, yes, please. And finally, I come to the great statesman, Obama, who said, yes, we can. And so, representative beavers of the planet Earth, I say to you, we cannot have stimulus in a package. We must stimulate ourselves to save the wetlands. And I say we begin right here, right now. And in conclusion, world peace. Thank you.
As only Beaverella could. Okay. Next up, Durga Beaver. Oh. Oh, we're good. Yeah. Durga Beaver. I have to ask the question, don't I? Hold on, no. They all know the question, but maybe you forgot. North Carolina has earmarked $650,000 for beaver management under President Obama's stimulus package. John McCain thought this was ridiculous and questioned, how does one manage beaver? What tips can you offer John McCain for managing beaver?
Well, the first thing I must say is that it sounds to me like Mr. McCain has a little bit of an attitude about this. That is a little bit arrogant, maybe, and ignorant, and perhaps a little bit of a sore loser. So what I would like to say to him is, those things are demons of the overinflated ego, and we know what happens to demons, yes? So, I have a tip for Mr. McCain, and what I would like to do is invite my three muses, my friends, the goddesses, to help me with this. And we are going to teach Mr. McCain how not to be a sore loser. John, you're dull and confused. confused and you can't remember who you're talking to. Cause the vote count slipped away. Now the White House is so far away. Well, there is hope in the world at large because Obama is now in charge. And if you can't be the president, Johnny, love the one you get. Love the one you get. Love the one you get.
Wonderful, thank you.
And we're not
there's
quite
more.
done. So, I must clear up a misunderstanding that arises from his very limited male perspective in the use of the term beaver management. Beaver management does not refer to man managing beaver. We have seen the results of men trying to manage beaver for the last millennia, and look at the mess we are in now because of it. So, luckily, Obama is surrounded by the triple goddess. His beautiful daughters, the maidens, the capable and brilliant mother, Michelle, and her mother, the wise crone. And they have taught him that in order to rebalance the natural and human world, the men who have been in charge must hand over the power to the new beaver management. Now, in order to balance the world, the natural and human world must be balanced. And I wish I'd brought my notes. And this is desperately and urgently needed in order to balance the environment. And the beavers are the ones who naturally are the natural designers of clean, green, beautiful, and life-sustaining environments. And the men in charge, those white men who have been running the show, like Bill O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh, who have been whipping up the religious zealots into a jihad against American women, and the CEO of Duke Energy, Mr. Rogers, who has been building a huge new global warming machine and then gouging the taxpayers to pay for it. And the greenheads from Wall Street who have been bankrupting the country. I have some news for these people. Good news, they can retire now. Yeah, the beavers are taking over, and we will not need their assistance for at least the next couple of 100 years. And so, now, I would like to show Mr. McCain the proper way to address the beavers, who could very well be his salvation for the subspecies of white male, okay? So, this is the proper way to address a beaver.
Beaver, I believe we can make through the night. Oh, dream, Beaver, I believe we can reach the morning light. Oh,
Dream, Beaver, I believe you can get us through the night. Oh, dream, Beaver, I believe we will reach the morning light.
Thank you, Durga.
And that, Mr. McCain, is how you address the beaver. Thank you very much, Amuses. Come again as often as possible.
Every time, as often as you like. Come again. Thank you so much. Next. Ready? Dirty Beaver. with her tips for John McCain.